Also have a bill out now about land in this state and about potentially foreign adversaries, I guess, buying it. Tell us a little bit about that and why this is so important.
Well, if you look across the country, this has been an issue not just in North Carolina, but it's popped up in legislative bodies all across the country. And with the adverse relationships with China and Russia, there's been instances in other states where these governmental entities have gone in and acquired land, and not just acquired prime agriculture farmland, but also acquired land around our military installations. North Carolina being the most military-friendly state in the country, having some of the largest military installations in the country, and then with about 85 of our 100 counties having some type of military impact to it, we want to be sure that not only are our military bases protected from foreign adversaries acquiring land, but also to be sure that the state that feeds a hungry world is protected, and we're protecting our food supply and agricultural land.
Do we know, do foreign countries own a lot of land in states like North Carolina? Is that common?
It's not common, but it has happened, and there's been interest. And I've found out some confidential information in the last couple of weeks of some foreign entities trying to acquire land near some of our military installations. So we felt that I had a number of members come up to me on both sides of the aisle saying, "Hey, you do a lot of work with on the military issues and agriculture. This is the issue. How can we put together a bill that not only has a little bit of teeth but does not hurt business and industry from moving into our state, and kind of strikes that balance?" And that's what we've done here with this bill.
So one last question on this bill: what can it do to prevent that? What will this bill do?
Well, one, it bans anybody from the foreign adversary list, from the governmental entities, from acquiring property within 25 miles of our military installations, or acquiring our farmland. So if you are the government of Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran, it forbids you from acquiring those type of properties. And it's moving forward. So it's hard to go back and say, hey, you bought this land at some point in time. So we wanted to kind of stick away from that one, but also we'll have a list of what those properties are moving forward. But it prevents these adversarial enemies of the United States of America from acquiring land around some of our most protected areas.
All right. A couple of weeks ago, I reached out to you because I wanted to do this. This is originally why we were going to talk today, too. I was fascinated by a bill that you filed and wanted to do about sort of reducing the education requirements for a lot of state jobs. Not all jobs require four-year degrees, and, we have a lot of open jobs as well. Since that bill, was introduced or discussed by you, the governor has done an executive order sort of related to this, too. Is the bill still needed, and what do you think about how this is moving forward and why it's so important?
Well, if you look and have conversations across our state, actually across the country, but definitely our state, no one is saying, hey, we have enough employees. Everyone is looking for employees. We're in a booming state where we have a tremendous amount of growth. And so people have left state government and moved into the private sector. So we need to reevaluate how we do things in state government, and what we put forward. We'll look at those educational requirements and see what is needed and what's not needed to reduce those barriers for employment. And, this is a bipartisan effort. We have a tremendous amount of support. The bill is being ran now in the House. There's a bill also in the Senate that will be ran, then the governor's executive order. And so even with the governor's executive order, and I joked in committee this week that I was so glad the Senate and the governor joined on our bill because I think it is good legislation. But we do need to realize and take and evaluate how we employ people, what the criteria are, because there's some very talented people out there that may not have that four-year degree that would do an outstanding job serving the citizens of this state.
Well, I got you here. We have talked a lot, both in person and on the show, about hurricane recovery from Matthew and Florence, in particularly your neck of the woods, but in many places across the state. There's been a lot of changes with Rebuild NC, and you're part of a committee that's been looking at this. Where are we? Because, we're still seeing stories of people in hotels and motels and dealing with this stuff. So where are we from your standpoint?
So, we're moving forward. It's definitely not fast enough. It's actually disappointingly not fast enough, but it is moving forward. Our oversight committee has been boots on the ground throughout many areas of the state, meeting with residents, meeting with homeowners. And so we're navigating through to make sure that everyone's accounted for, that we have a total list of people that have still been left hanging after Hurricane Matthew, Florence, and the other hurricanes that have hit. And so you saw the oversight committee this week continue to push that. we had a number of questions for Ms. Hogshead and Mr. Trumper. And so, some of the things that I challenged Mr. Trumper on was, here it is, you're in charge of oversight and expediting the process, and yet we're starting another quasi-government agency, and it's just adding more bureaucratic red tape. And so holding the folks accountable to streamline the process, get government out of the way, and get these folks back in their house. And that is the prime focus of this committee. That should be the prime focus of both NCORE and Mr. Trumper's organization to get this done in a timely manner.
I know it has been an incredibly busy week. It's so good to see you. Thanks for sharing a few minutes with us tonight, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on.